Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Mauri. In this one we are going to look at a study from the year 1750 by an Italian named Ercole del Rio. It is white to move and draw. So first let's look at some of the options that white has. We'll start with some that will not work. In fact, there is only one that will. So, for example, if he takes the pawn, then he's just going to get checkmated very quickly with a back rank mate, block, take, block, and mate. So that definitely won't work. And if we go back to the start, what else could white try? If let's say he attacks the rook, for example, then rook a1 will just win. Now you can't take the pawn because your rook is pinned, and obviously if you take the rook, then black will just take and promote, and that'll be checkmate as well. And what else could white try? If he goes king g1, for example, doesn't work. Black just plays rook a1 and you're still pinned, and this is hopeless. Take, then take, promote, otherwise we can take the rook. What else could white try here? Let's see, say for example bishop e1 also just runs into rook a1, and white just has no good moves. If he takes the pawn, then we take the bishop with checkmate, and so like this, mate. If he takes the rook, obviously we just take. White only has one legal move here, by the way. King g1 because the bishop was pinned, and then we take here mate. So let's get to the solution now. If you haven't found it, just pause the video so you can still try. But the move is bishop b6, very beautiful move. I'll just show you the solution here. Let's look at black's options after bishop b6. What could black do? If he plays, for example, king takes b6, then we just take with check. So it's very important that it's check, because black now can't play rook a1 with back rank mate. He has to move the king, and after king g1 the position is just equal. And after bishop b6, what else can he do? If he tries rook b3, then he actually loses. Now bishop d4 wins for white, because white's a piece up. Black can play here, but after rook takes b2, white is, like I said, a piece up. And it's important that the bishop is actually protecting the h8 square, because eventually this, if black trades rooks, then white will have to win promoting this pawn, obviously, but it is winning. So after bishop b6 in our main line, black plays rook a1, and now white again has to play a very clever move, which is bishop g1. So now what are black's options? Well, white is threatening to take the pawn, so that's why black doesn't have a lot of options. If he takes the rook, then white has achieved his goal of a draw, because it is stalemate. White cannot move, and he's not in check. And that's what stalemate is. What else did I have here? If he goes, yeah, king d5, then we just take the pawn like that, and again we're winning. And finally, if he goes rook a2, then bishop d4, and like we saw in another line, we will win this pawn now. So yeah, so for example, rook a1, now we can win by taking. Actually take, they take and we take, and this position is winning since the corner is covered by the bishop. That's very important. So this was Ercole del Rio from the year 1750. Hope you enjoyed this puzzle. I sure did. It's one of my favorite ones. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.